Have you ever laid in bed late at night, looking up at the ceiling and not being able to sleep? You're tired, you're trying to rest, but weird thoughts, old worries, regrets all come up at that time and make it difficult for you to drift off into sleep. You're wondering if you'll get to sleep at all tonight. You look up at the clock, it's 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Another night goes by of sleeplessness. Sleeplessness is not just a feeling. It is an actual disease. It's called insomnia, and it can have a huge impact on your health, in your work, in your life. In today's video, I'm going to share 5 science-backed tips that will help you sleep better. I'm Dr. Warrier. I'm a neurologist, and welcome to my YouTube channel where we talk about your brain, your health, and everything you need to know to live a better life. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, do so. You will see a lot more such videos on your timeline. Plus, it means a lot to me. The first step to getting better sleep, we need to understand what are the things that you do to make you awake and what things do you do to make you sleep. So the things that make you more awake is called as sympathetic activities in the brain, and the things that bring you closer to sleep are called parasympathetic activities. So hack number 1 in getting good sleep is stopping sympathetic activities before sleep. These are alcohol, caffeine, and scrolling. All of these things increase the sympathetic activity in your body and your brain and pushes you away from sleep. So you'll struggle to go into sleep more. Hack number 2 is the opposite of this, which is doing things that put you into parasympathetic state. And these are all the things that help you slow down. And here there are 3 main things that you should do. Number 1 is deep breathing. So spending 10 minutes in the evening before going to sleep will push your body into parasympathetic state. The way to do your deep breathing exercise is inhaling for 4 seconds and exhaling slowly for 6 seconds. You can also hum or chant while you exhale, and the effect is more. The second way to get into parasympathetic is by taking a warm shower. When you take a warm shower, your body's core temperature rises, and after the shower, it starts dropping again. This shift helps your body switch into parasympathetic, which makes your sleep better. And finally, stretching your body is a great way of moving into parasympathetic because your muscles are tensed up throughout the day's activities, especially if you're already stressed in your head. When you stretch, your muscles will relax, and that sends a feedback loop to your brain that now you're okay, now you're safe, you can go into parasympathetic and you can go to sleep now. In a way, it is using your body to send a message to your brain that it is time to sleep. Hack number 3 to getting good sleep is to create a sleep sanctuary. Where you sleep is very important, and your brain needs to associate that space with sleep. So there are some key characteristics of your sleeping area which will promote better sleep. Number 1 is to get a good mattress. The mattress should not be so soft that your entire body sinks into it, because then you might feel trapped. Your body will not find it easy to move in the middle of the night. It should also not be so hard that it hurts your bones. So a firm mattress or a memory foam mattress is great. The temperature of the room should be ideally between 20 to 22 degrees, but everybody can find their own optimum temperature of sleeping. There should be as little light in the room as possible, and the room should be as silent as possible. All these things put together makes it a sleep sanctuary. Very important that you do not spend time in bed scrolling or working on your laptop. Your brain needs to associate that space with sleep only. Hack number 4 is to reset your circadian rhythm. Our brain and our body is synced to work in a 24-hour cycle, which usually goes with the sun. So if you want to get better sleep at night, make sure that you're getting good sunlight in the morning, especially right after you wake up. This is when your brain knows that it is morning, so it resets your clock so that 12 to 14 hours later, it knows that it is time to sleep. Nowadays, especially in the cities, you might go entire days without ever stepping out into the sun. You might go from your house to your car to your work, back to your car or a public transport, and then back home. You may never even get exposure to sunlight. This can interfere with your circadian rhythm, which in turn can interfere with your sleep. So make sure that you get at least 10 to 15 minutes of sunlight in the morning to reset your circadian rhythm. And another circadian rhythm hack is to start dimming the lights in the evening. So after around 7:38 at night, after you've had your dinner, start turning off the white lights in your house, and you can switch to warm lights and start dimming the lights as it gets later in the night. This is a way to send a feedback loop to your brain that it is getting night, it's getting dark, and it's time to sleep. And the fifth hack to get better sleep is strength training and exercise. When you exercise in the day, your serotonin levels go up and cortisol levels come down. Less cortisol means less stress and anxiety, which will help you sleep better. And more serotonin eventually gets converted into melatonin, which helps you sleep. Also, exercise directly increases endorphins and opioids, which give you a feel-good feeling, which help you sleep better. There is less anxiety and less bad dreams. So these are 5 hacks that everyone can and should start doing to improve their sleep. Now, all this being said, there may still be medical reasons for you not getting good sleep. For example, there could be a thyroid problem or an obstructive sleep apnea. Now, for all of this, you should visit your doctor, visit a sleep specialist to get yourself tested, because many of these reasons are very easily treatable. And once you treat them, your sleep gets better and your life gets better. So I hope you find this video useful. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. And if you want to learn more about neuroscience or other such evidence-based hacks to improve your life, check out my workshops. I'll leave the link below. I hope you find them useful as well. I'll see you in the next video. Bye everyone. Take care.